In this video, we're looking at an accessory for the Mini 4 Pro or any of your DJI drones, which is going to completely enhance that experience. So the Mini 4 Pro is a fantastic drone in a great small form factor, and as much as I do like the DJI RC2 controller, the downside to this is that when you're using this in bright conditions, it's really hard to see this screen. Most of the time I'm having to sit in my car, find some shade. I might have to get a third-party screen cover for this. It's not ideal. Now the RC Pro 2 has just been released, and that solves that brightness issue. It's got 2000 nits of brightness, so seeing that controller outside is not a problem. Fantastic. But a lot of people, they don't want to spend the money on that controller. They want to keep using this controller with them. And in this video, I want to show you an accessory that completely transforms this controller. And it's an accessory I've been using on a few of my devices, but more and more using them on these drones. And these are the Xreal Air 2 Pro AR glasses. Now on the inside of the glasses, you've got two 1080p screens with 500 nits of brightness. So why are these so good with the RC2 controller? Well, on here, you've got a USB-C port. You also have one on this controller as well. So all you do is you get the connection here. You connect this USB-C cable that comes with it to your glasses, and then you get this other end and you put it directly into the bottom of the RC2 controller. Now, these glasses, they don't require any power. You don't have to charge them. They draw the power from the device itself, which is another convenient aspect of it. But when you're using this controller in bright conditions, it's really hard to see this small screen. You put these glasses on and then you have a 130-inch display in front of you. Now, if you're using your phone with like the N2, N3 controller, all you do is rather than put that into the RC2, you put it into your phone, and that will then display your phone's display on these glasses. And once connected, it will then mirror the controller image directly onto the two screens on these glasses. So whenever I turn my head here, I can see this massive screen in front of me. Now, I did a video on the Mini 4 Pro connecting it to the Apple Vision Pro, and that is a fantastic surreal experience. And does that quality match with these glasses? Well, no. The Apple Vision Pro is obviously a lot better, a lot sharper, a fantastic, awesome experience, but it's like over 10 times more expensive. But these are still impressive. You can read text clearly on them. Everything is nice and sharp. And these also have a few more features up their sleeve as well. Now, what's great about these glasses, you have three different levels of brightness of how it blocks out that light. So level 1 is perfect where you want to see that drone in front of you, but also a bit of a display. So for palm takeoffs, palm landing, where you can see what that drone can see, but also you can clearly see it in front of you. Level 2, that's going to reduce any of the lights coming in, and level 3 completely blacks it out, so you can't see anything else other than the display of this drone. And that is fantastic for flying the drone in bright conditions. And then you've got the snap-on shade as well, so you can put this on, and that's going to block out even more light for a more of an immersive experience. And what's great about these compared to, say, the DJI Goggles 3, you can use the Goggles 3 with your drone, is that when you put these goggles on, you connect them to the DJI RC2 controller, you see exactly what that drone is seeing on the display here. It's just a mirror image, which means you have full functionality. So you can adjust the camera from horizontal to vertical. You can go into the settings and completely change all the settings. Nothing is limited, unlike on the DJI Goggles 3, where it is a really limited aspect to what you can do. And that's just the start of it. I also use these in another scenario as well. Now, before I tell you about that feature, I want to show you about how I get text graphics like this, my plugins, and how I've used certain effects like this 3D effect on screen today. And these are all from Motion Array, a website I use all of the time, and for creators, it really does help you out. So they've got video assets, text graphics, AI voiceovers, music, sound effects. Every creative asset that you need to make these YouTube videos are all on one website. And unlike other websites where you have to buy single assets at a time, on here you have access to absolutely everything. So rather than actually creating text graphics with motion, different fonts, I can just go onto here and look at different ones or the trending ones and download them. It honestly saves you so much time. Highly recommend this website. So if you enjoy any of my text graphics that I use, my plugins, they're all from here. And don't forget, you can also get an extra 2 months free added to your subscription with my link, which is going to be at the top of the description. So the other time I'm always using these glasses is for travel. So when you're on a plane, rather than actually watching that small display in front of you on that seat, hearing all the noise around you, it's super bright in there, it's not very immersive, is it? And yeah, you can take an Apple Vision Pro, but again, it's more expensive and you get a lot of people looking at you with one of those on. If you take these glasses, you can connect these like I do all the time on every single trip I take these with me. So I could put these on and I could say download an episode on YouTube, I could download some Netflix, watch something on my phone and display that onto these glasses. So if I'm on a plane and I've got a series downloaded, all I have to do is go onto it, connect this to the USB-C port on my iPad, and it will then mirror it. And I have this 130-inch screen now to watch that, rather than the small display on a plane. It's absolutely fantastic. Now it does have built-in speakers, which are pretty good, but if you want to connect like AirPods or earphones to your device, then you've got that even more experience then, to be completely blocked out from your surroundings. And then when you get to that location, it also has a couple of other advantages. So say you're lying at the beach, you might be on a sun lounger at the hotel, and you want to watch, again, a YouTube video or a series. If you're actually trying to watch something in bright conditions, I'm sure it's happened to you, your phone, you just can't see it. It's far too bright, or the phone will go dim because it gets too hot. So all I have to do is get this, put it into the bottom of my USB-C port on my phone, open up YouTube, and then I can then watch a YouTube series just lying here, and people just think I've got sunglasses on. Now it's really hard to show you what I can see, but the quality of it, the text, everything is really impressive. So when I'm like here standing in front of this car, my whole car is tucked up with the display, 130-inch display. And you can get that even bigger as well with other accessories, but it's just fantastic. And I was using this recently on a trip, and I was able to watch a few different YouTube videos, all just lying there. It is so good, really, really good for travel. And because they are just so small and lightweight, you can just put these in your pocket, or you can put it into the case, have this with you in your travel bag. Now you can get other accessories for this as well, which allow you to connect them to like your games consoles. You can have it so your screen is like pinned in certain locations, but I use these in like the most basic of ways for mirroring content. Even my laptop, when I'm at a hotel on a trip, rather than editing on a 14-inch screen, I can connect these directly to my laptop, again with that USB-C cable, and it'll give me the option, do I want to mirror the display or use these as an extended display, so I can then edit on a 130-inch screen rather than a 14-inch. Now a new version of these has just been released, and I think it's got some more features. I don't have them, but these, I've had them for about a year now, and it also means that because these are not the latest version, these are also even more reduced. So you can pick these up at a fantastic price now. I will link them at the top of the description, but for flying these with your RC2 controller, if you want to fly with your drones, but then also use them for travel like I do, for mirroring content, these are absolutely fantastic. I just love that I don't have to charge them, I don't have to think about them, just take them with me. Absolutely zero hassle. Now there's only one downside when flying with the drones. At the moment, when I've connected these to my RC Pro 2 controller, a new controller, it will mirror the sound, so I'm getting sound, but I can't mirror that display. At the moment they're not working. Hopefully a firmware that will work, but RC2 controller and the N2, N3 controller, they're working fantastic. So go and check these out. They're going to be linked at the top of the description. Motion Array for getting all of your text graphics, plugins, something I'm using every single day. So go and have a look on that as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.